Alright, so we're definitely going to do a control seat. Because I feel like...
Where are we? We are at 80. So
Find the center of
let's
mass again. So we're still just right above those batteries. So... I feel like that kind of sucks right there. And that's a little low. So I can't really see the front end too well. Oh boy, I'm almost out of energy. I'm also seeing everything center of mass. Stop that. Okay, jumping in the tube. While we're waiting for that, we'll take our free cam out so we can. There we go. We can watch what he's doing. This is okay. So Poundcoin says the exhausts have a useful bug. If you set their effect to the sparks, they always render on top of the other stuff, so you can use them as lighthouses in dust storms, fogs. Yeah, and they kind of have a cool effect from a distance too. Like the way that they render is more like a line out from a central point, but yeah, they look really nice from a distance as well. I used to use that with my like missiles and drones and things, so you could see where they're at when they're flying away from you. Okay, so I'm probably all juiced up. Close enough. This way.
may take some of these pistons off. I may have overdid it.
How do you mean?
Well, I'll tell you in a second.
Well, I mean, if you pack them in like that, I would imagine the first row you would leave extended in the resting position. You
Well,
know?
I'm just thinking, okay, let's say that we had drilled, right? And
Okay.
then we can also make these retract, which gives us extra depth. So, do we really need to go that far down? Or, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying in resting position, I think that the double piston you have on the first joint probably
Uh-huh.
should be extended. So you're not hanging that
Well,
far off the
yeah.
back.
What I did this for is so I could see how far down we would really go if we were drilling. Do we
It
need to
depends. I
go
mean,
that far? If we
we
do, that's fine. I mean, it's
oh, this thing should have an ore detector on it, shouldn't it? I always think I have enough, and then I end up not. So, like, frankly,
this
I
is
think,
gonna go way down far. So, which
okay.
is fine. Now, because you put a bumper on there, um,
Oh, we need a bumper.
this hinge is I'm gonna have to adjust it a little bit.
Well, we
Uh,
can, I guess we can delete it, but we just have to
no,
worry
your
about.
your bumper is fine. I just need to move this up to 80, I think. Okay, so this hinge. Oh, I didn't
Ratio
save
checks
it.
out. Yep. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah. So what you
Fuel
would have to
low.
do is make sure these are extended. So if you want to
Fuel
drill,
critical.
we will go into build vision, get reverse, boom, get that.
Energy
Then we
low.
can go ahead and reverse this. It's not reversing. Why isn't it reversing? Oh, probably because I don't have the hint. Let's make it F5. Okay. Minus 90 and 0. So does it not have power? Does it need more power?
What needs more? You can't. It can't lift here.
This first hinge is not lifting it up. Oh, sorry. I don't know why.
Um,
Oh, crap. I'm out of stuff again. This game so sucks.
just gotta keep an eye on those numbers.
Yeah, you know me. I don't do that.
So I think the problem is we're too heavy. Let me crank the numbers here and see what happens. Or maybe we don't have enough power. The twinks. Yeah, it is a good color for that, isn't it? Hey, it's Pride Month. That's, it is kind of a. I mean, we could have done full Rainbow Pride, I suppose, but um, yeah. Um, okay,
Let's see
yeah.
how
Well,
many sets up a battery. The exhausts have a useful bug. If you set their effect to the sparks, they always render on top of other stuff, so
mhm.
you can use them as lighthouses in dust storms fog.
Yeah, they'll draw through weather effects. They'll draw from a distance. They have like a really, really far distant draw. I'm not sure why this isn't picking up. Because I've
Unless we
like,
join those two. Go to the one on your left, the other side, and reverse that. It should go up to 80 degrees, and then see if it will work. You just reverse it all the way to the
no
bottom.
sir, no sir.
So it's stuck together.
Um,
That'll be disconcerting.
hmm. Eh. Oh, oh, I did it. I did it. I tried to shove it with my face.
Uh, okay, well.
I finally did it. That was my first one. That was my first unalive of this series.
So now we're even. So we both have commands. His is called unalive, mine is called death, but I did put my text to be unalive. So
Yeah.
let's get, we'll check my death real quick. And anybody can run this command anytime you want.
Yeah,
And it'll tell
you
you.
can keep track of us. See, even though there's giant holes in the ship, I still use the airlock diligently.
Yeah, I don't. I did this time because that's the way I know how to quickly get into the ship when I can't fly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And I could.
So we definitely have, I
Mind
think,
meld
and now
failed. Recovery is key.
recovers. Mind meld failed. Yes. Did not work to try to mash my face in this to make it work. Although, admittedly, I tried to not run into it quite so hard. But you know how it is. Sometimes when something doesn't work, you just gotta mash your face into it, and then sometimes it works. I'm nervous because I've cranked these numbers up pretty high.
Well, you have a
So we're at
save,
negative
right?
90. Yeah. What
Okay.
if I just crank this? No.
See, I'm wondering if they merge together, like these two here.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but I don't know why it wouldn't at least try to
Um,
move.
it says they're all different grids.
Okay. Is that a problem?
Um, what if we just like jiggle a piston quick?
Well, honestly, we
I
can.
just said we haven't had any lightning, and I think I just saw some lightning. Or was that just build and repair?
I don't know.
I actually don't know if Joven has lightning storms. God, it's just absolute brownout.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, maybe it's that we have to shift the weight back for this to work.
I mean, the pistons have power. I just need it to start going up. The
Nothing here.
velocity is changing.
Yeah, that's me tweaking it.
Okay.
Are you looking at it right now?
Yeah, I was. Let's see what happens if I reverse this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say move. Let's shift the weight back. It might just be that it's so heavy, and we're probably gonna need to put magnetic plate holders on this ship when we're doing deep drilling to hold the thing down.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I can't stop it.
It's okay. I got this, man. I'm an expert. I have
Okay.
many
Um,
hours, right?
First hinge joint is set to 0 velocity, so reverse won't work on it until you set a velocity. I just zeroed it out while we're here. Okay, so hmm, hmm.
Hmm.
So weight is going to be an issue because these also have the capacity to carry stuff. God, we almost need to do a double hinge system, don't we? Just so we have more twisting torque, which means rebuilding this.
Or we just don't drill down as far. I mean, honestly, we have two going up. We could have three maybe going down. I mean, I have, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going down.
Yeah, but that looks about right when the other's fully extended. But yeah, I guess the problem we're having is that a single hinge is struggling to pull that weight.
Yeah.
So do we
And we're
change the
going to have the
ratio?
same kind of problem up here. It needs to be, I mean, 80 is the drilling angle, so we miss everything on the car. We can certainly add more hinges if you want. I mean, this is more of a concept to show you what I was thinking.
Make physics your bitch. Yep. Yep. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I mean, I'm not opposed to making a reinforced hinge system where we use two or more hinges to accomplish this job.
Hmm. And we
Because
would probably have to do that.
yeah, I think that might be the play. We do a double hinge for the first joint.
I mean, once it's up, it seems like everything happens correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting that first one. I mean, that's a lot of weight it's got to lift.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. So I say, are you willing to hack this arm off and rebuild?
not tonight.
Not tonight? Oh,
I've been streaming for 4.5 hours, and that's not counting the 1.5 hours Rocket League I did before that.
yeah, what's my uptime
So,
at right now? 4 hours, 15 minutes, 48 seconds. Okay, yeah, I guess that's a fair point. We have been streaming for a while now.
yeah. Now, if you want
Do
to
you
keep
want to?
going, you can, but I definitely am kind of done for today.
Yeah, I think what we've got here is a really good start, but I do think we're gonna have to refactor that
Yeah,
arm because it just isn't strong enough at the primary joint.
yeah. I think we're going to have to take all that off. This is the concept it's going to end up being,
I mean,
but
it it's got
we got to get this reinforced.
it's got the vibe, doesn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, it really. I mean, of course, you can't hardly see it right now in the dust storm, but like, it's got a really good concept, and I'm really digging it. And frankly, this thing might serve as both scout and cargo hauler. So, um, yeah, it might be we just both hop in and then we go roam in that to go grab our resources.
Yeah, because once you find something, this is definitely what you're going to want there.
Yeah, that's a good
So,
point. And then we don't have to burn our hydrogen on our ships that can barely fly anyway.
yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not really into hydrogen. I like the electrical modded thrusters. Don't like anything in game. I think they take too much room for not enough lift. I don't think that's realistic, but
It's funny because they even updated the game a while back, specifically to address the hydrogen fuel and thrust issues. Because it was, a lot of people wouldn't use hydrogen thrust because it just felt like, or that it was, you had to have so many tanks and so many thrusters to do your job that it was just kind of a frustrating thing to do. So they changed it so that I think you burn less fuel and you get a little bit more efficiency out of it. But
hmm.
yeah, something like that.
So just so my chat sees, this was or is our hydro tanker or transport. It has two hydrogen tanks, and we did that so we could get it out of here, so we could chop those off. We still have a tank in there that I think has some in there, so we'll have to figure that out someday.
Yeah, we got a big tank in there yet.
But we are currently, we chopped off the hydrogens and we're putting these guys in, which is our modded thrusters. They have a little bit more thrust. They don't shoot out as far, so you can put them closer together. And they also take just one block, so we're going to be using those. Which means electrical power is going to be our
Yep.
focus going forward
Which
for the mothership.
which also means we need to be getting ourselves better situated with uranium.
We do have 5 reactors, I think, on here or something like
I
that.
think, yeah, 5 of the smaller sized reactors for the large grid.
We do have solar panels as well. On the ship, we'll probably want something more than that. This ship is going to go into space one more time and stay there. It will
Yep.
not come back ever again.
No,
So,
Pono, we do not have Shield mod running right now.
no.
But we also aren't running MES either, so it's only vanilla threats that we're dealing with. So like space pirates really is all we have to worry about.
Yeah, we did
We might,
try, but I will probably not be
we
streaming.
might, yeah, we may add them back in and leave like Reavers out or something like that. But I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet. We really, when we started this series, this is like, seriously, this is just like episode 4 of the series, and we've got this far already. We've gotten to the point where we're pretty competent with the game. And frankly, I didn't think we'd get this far this quickly. But the original idea was let's get ourselves set up, and then we can talk about combat. Like once we're set up and we're not having to like get pounded into the dirt by by every spawn that comes in and just like absolutely drones us to death, you know. Um, so we may add that in. It's something that we have to discuss together because I think I like the combat a little bit more, but only because my machine can just do it. I think any older machine than mine, it just when you get more than one ship fighting, it just goes
One
physics
frame a minute
calculations just
is kind of what I was getting last time we tried that.
yeah. And when you try to we try to have fun, right? Like I try to give him like a custom turret spot, and then he'd try to shoot, but it'd be a PowerPoint presentation, and you can't hit anything like that.
Yeah. I'm not against it. It's just that whenever that happens, then I'm done playing until the combat's over because my
You
game,
just have to sit there and wait.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, that's I'm kind of the limitation on that. But that doesn't mean that he might not do a solo stream with that mod in,
Mm-hmm.
because I'd watch it.
Yeah, if you're familiar with Archan, in my solo plays, I've been doing some stuff with his mods and whatnot. He's a pretty well-known modder, and you'll find him around on servers. He hops around on servers. I swear, every time I find a new Space Engineer streamer I like, he's there chatting with them or in the server. He's everywhere. The man is ubiquitous. But that being said, next stream that we are scheduled is going to be Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. So if you guys in chat want to check us out again, come check us out next Tuesday at 7. There might be another secret weekend stream. Sometimes these happen, sometimes they don't. If you do, you can give us a follow, and that way you can always stay updated with that. But the biggest thing is I do want to say thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. You guys made this stream so much more fun. I mean, frankly, this half of what we did today was entirely inspired by our conversations with you. So thank you very much, seriously. And Pano, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate that. That really helps us out a lot as well. Anything else you want to add to that, Veggie?
Poundcoin just followed me. Thank you for
Oh,
that as well.
nice. Thanks for that,
Um,
Pwncoin. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, just so as another little piece is there are times when I'll do a Rocket League stream. So if you're into
Yeah.
that, follow me and
He
you'll
does a little
see some
Rocket
of
League.
that.
Yep.
Sometimes Num Charlie's in Discord while we're doing that.
Yeah. Sometimes I
he's not.
chat.
So
I don't really care for Rocket League. I just tilt really bad when I play it.
yeah,
So I don't play, but I like to talk and hang out. So check us out. Sometimes I play a little bit of Descenders, sometimes a little bit of Overwatch. If you got a game you want to see us play, we take recommendations as well. But otherwise, we'll see you next Tuesday for more Space Engineers.
7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
That's right.
So now I'm gonna play the Space Engineers outro and then my regular outro because if
That's
you
right.
haven't seen the intro or the outro of what we did, we built the thing.
Yeah, we built the intro and the outro.
Yeah.
We thought it'd be fun.
So here is the outro, which is the reverse of the intro.
I already played mine. Sorry.
Oh well, my people will see mine. So the intro brings these together. And the outro
The outro takes them apart.
which was harder to do, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, it took more steps to make the outro.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna play the intro while everyone's waiting for yours to wrap up because it's about that same amount of time. But yeah, that's what the intro looks like. That was a single button press, a single a single sequence, whereas like the closing sequence is like this multi-stage
And this is the
event.
intro, which is what he just showed for
Yeah.
his. So
But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
yeah. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.